Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the interview. Another one. Today, I got a special guest. People know him as different names. I know him as Dash. Some people know him as DJ Dash. Some people know him as Damon Wilson, but professional DJ extraordinaire. He's been killing really the whole DJ game in so many different levels since college, man. So my frat brother, DJ Dash, y'all know him as Damon Wilson, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeehaw!
So we've been waiting on this for a minute because it's been hard. You've been on tour, so it's been hard to catch you.
Yeah, it's been like pretty busy.
Yeah, man. But busy is good. That's what we want. But now that I got you, man, I'm glad that we're doing this, and let's just get started by telling little people about who you are and what you do.
All right, I am DJ Dash, professional DJ. I've done so many different events, so many different parties, so many different private events. And right now, currently, I'm DJing for a schoolyard. Wait, is the mic on? Oh, there we go. I was going in and out. Oh, there it is. Okay, so currently, I'm the official tour DJ for Schoolyard Rap, where we go across different elementary schools, middle schools, junior high schools, even high schools, teaching education through hip hop.
Yeah, and y'all been on it, man. And not only do you do that, but you do all kind of DJing. For you done a lot of parties, the college parties. That's kind of where you got your start. Are you really?
Oh my gosh. So yeah. And funny thing about that is the only reason I got started in DJing in the first place was I remember my first year in college, just always going back and forth from Fullerton to LA just to go to a party. And whenever we had kickbacks and stuff in Orange County, my iPod or laptop, would be in rotation for music. And so one day just figured, hey, I want to start DJing. Why not? Um, and long story less long, what started off as doing something out of a convenience, so that way I wouldn't have to, always drive and look for a party. It ended up turning into like a lifestyle, honestly.
Yeah, and that's pretty interesting because that's not what you thought you wanted to do at first, right? What'd you go to college for?
Sheesh. It started off as wanting to be in public relations, and then I switched to want to get into psychology, and then I switched that from double majoring. I was going to be a graphic designer and have my own marketing business. And so, yeah, I double majored in marketing and graphic design.
And then just said, okay, when the DJ started happening, that just made more sense, or what?
So when the DJ started happening, no, it didn't really stop anything. But the only thing it did, because I always knew I was going to finish no matter what. Because I was just like, I was a promise I made to myself and my family that, whatever I start, I'm going to finish. So I was going to graduate no matter what. However, it did reach a point to where once it started bringing in the income that it did, I was like, I don't need to go out and get a job, honestly. Like, what if after I graduate, I just, fully committed to DJing?
Yeah, and ever since it's been up from there. But we'll get into that in a bit. But first,
Okay.
I want to ask you a little bit about what it was like growing up because you're from LA, right?
Yeah.
All right, so proud of it, and that's why this is the LA edition
Yeah.
because I like to talk about those experiences. What was your experience like growing up? I mean, I guess we could start, kind of through like grade school into middle school, prior to high school. Like, were you an outside kid? Did you have a lot of violence growing up? I mean, what was your experience?
So honestly, I feel like my experience was kind of different. Well, I went to a private school all up until college. So I started off at Atherton Christian School, right there on Imperial and Hawthorne. And that was from pre-K to sixth grade. Then from seventh to eighth grade, I went to Inglewood Christian School, out there in Inglewood, of course. And then high school, I went to St. Bernard's. Then St. Bernard, after St. Bernard's, and Cal State Fullerton. And so, yeah, it was pretty chill as far as like my environment. We lived in Hawthorne. I just played with the apartment kids. And I always had cousins. All my cousins always either coming over my house. I was always going to their house. So, yeah, I was like always on the move. And I didn't really start, I guess, like getting out there until I started partying in high school.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like everybody has their like different experience growing up, based on kind of their schooling and I guess neighborhood, but
Mhm.
you stayed in neighborhoods where a lot of people had issues at. What do you think contributed to you staying out of all the ruckus?
Well, one, when we moved to Inglewood, um, it was in a gated community. So, didn't really have to like travel outside unless I was going to Vaughn's or, the Inglewood swap meet or somewhere. Um, yeah, so it wasn't that bad. And then when I lived over with my grandparents, they stayed in Baldwin Hills, so I was chilling. Life was good, you know what I'm saying?
So I mean, so even that, so you didn't necessarily grow up in a two-parent household.
Mm-mm.
So how do you feel like that was? 'Cause that's also a common trait for LA natives is that a lot of people don't grow up in two-parent households, and it's dope to hear the stories of people who do. But
Mhm.
what was that experience like for you, not being able to have two parents in the house?
You know what? It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad because we had a good time. We had a good time growing up. Like as long as I brought home straight A's, like life was like heaven was life on earth.
So you was a so you was a straight A kid.
I was a straight A student.
Why? Why? What made you a straight A? Did you just care about
Um,
school, or what was it?
because my mom would make deals with me as a kid, and she'll tell me, "Hey, if you get straight A's, you get a video game. Hey, if you ace this test, you get to do so and so on the weekend." And so, yeah, I knew what I wanted. I love at the time I was a big, gamer. So all I gotta do is just study for a test, get straight A's, and I can get whatever I want. What? Get out of here.
So your mom used more so positive reinforcement.
Mhm.
So did she ever like whoop that ass or like
Oh,
what was it?
hell yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what,
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
but,
like
but but it wasn't fear
it,
of getting whooped that allowed you to get in straight A's. It was more so the opportunity of gaining something that
cor-
inspired you more.
yeah, correct, correct. And if I did slip, yeah, and the few times I did slip, I would get in trouble because I knew better.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah, like I knew better. Like she'll tell she was like, "What the hell you bringing home this for?" I was like, "Oh shoot, you're just not doing the work. I'm not paying all this money." Like so,
Right, and you was going to private school, so she was definitely on you. She was paying,
yeah,
right? Okay.
tuition. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to moms, man.
yeah. Mama Dash.
Yeah, man. Shout out to mom holding it down because I think that has everything to do with how what decisions a person makes.
Yeah,
It's based on their upbringing for sure at a certain point.
facts.
And so yeah, okay. So that what was it like in high school? Now St. Bernard, were you like a popular kid in high school? Did people see you from music? Did you feel like I had anything that was pointing me in the direction of DJing, or it was just
Nah,
normal high school career, huh?
nah. It was just normal. Yeah, it's normal high school kid. I had my friends. We would hoop sometimes at lunch. Um, yeah.
Did you? I
Shout out.
mean, did you play any sports in high school?
I did. I did actually. So
Play baseball, right?
yeah, so I did track my freshman year, did football my sophomore year, and then baseball junior senior year.
Okay, so you switch it up every few years, pretty much.
So I ran track my freshman year. Um, that was like, my first choice. And then came time for my sophomore year. I remember I wanted to do, I guess I just didn't feel like doing track. I can't remember. I think I just didn't feel like doing track no more. I said, okay, let me do football. Because, some of the homies was playing football. So okay, let me play too. Um, And then after that year, during football, I remember I got a C in like chemistry or biology. And then come time for next year, my mom told me I couldn't play football no more because she thought it affected my grades.
Wow,
Yeah,
she wasn't playing.
at all. And I wasn't that good anyway. So
This makes sense, but right,
yeah, like
mom and dad
I
knew like
wasn't.
this. Listen, boy, this ain't for you, okay?
Like yeah, I wasn't a starter. It
Right, you
was
was on the
fun though.
team, right?
Yeah.
That's funny,
So yeah,
man.
it was cool. But then like after that, my friends actually peer pressured me into playing baseball. Because they was just like, yeah, it's like, damn, like you're like they're talking like you're fast, like you're one of the fastest, you'll be one of the fastest ones on the team. We'll teach you how to play, blah blah blah. I said, okay, cool, sign me up. And then yeah,
It was
I actually fell in
baseball.
love, yeah, with baseball ever since. I got an inside the park home run off of a bunt.
Couldn't believe it.
Huh?
Couldn't believe it.
Bro, I ran to first base. They overthrew the first
Right,
baseman.
kept going.
Kept going, ran to second. Yeah, ran second, rounded that, ran the third. They overthrew the third baseman, and then boom, darted it.
So your upbringing. Now that we're on, like we're moving, we're in the college, and this is where you decided to find your niche in DJing. How do you think your childhood attributed to your career now? Like, what did it? What did your childhood teach you that you implement now in your DJ career?
It's all about having a good time.
Okay,
Like that's it. It's all about having a good time. Is it fun? Where's the fun?
and so
Like
that's DJing and then it wrapped up. Is
that's
that
really
like
that's really
okay?
DJing. Like yeah, DJing for the secret code. That's the secret. You want to crack the code to my bad. You want to crack the code to DJing to be the most successful DJ ever. Where's the fun?
So let me ask you. So DJing is not all about music.
Mm-mm,
What other? Because most people think DJing is all about music.
mm-mm.
What are some things that people miss about DJing that's super important to be successful?
Human relations, connection.
Break that down.
Like, are you reading the room? Are you connecting with your audience?
Is this
Like,
just through music
just,
or like beyond the music? Like, how do you do that? Because anybody can play good songs in rotation. Like you can,
mhm.
or you can put on a fire. Like, why would I get a DJ versus just put on a fire playlist from Spotify?
Oh well, one because the DJ makes the party. The DJ makes part. The DJ brings the equipment, provides that ambience. Like there's no party without a DJ. And then the
But
DJ is
yeah,
also
but in what aspect? And now I'm just challenging you just because, right?
that's fair.
This for mental gymnastics. But why not? Why get it? Why would I need a DJ if I can play a good playlist or like a mix? Why do I need a DJ? Why do I need to hire you?
Who's going to connect with the audience? And you're running a party.
Okay, but the playlist is fine. So what? How are you going to connect with the audience differently than my Spotify playlist?
Who's going to invoke waterfall shots?
Okay, at a place
who's
with alcohol, right? Okay,
who's
okay, a church, fine. Let me give you one better.
okay? A
It's a
church?
church event. Now there's no alcohol shots.
Okay. Who's
Church
going
picnic.
who's going
Like
to
what is
who's going to provide the ad libs to the pastor? Who's going to call the pastor and the pastor's wife on the dance floor? Who's going to tell everybody to get to the dance floor to hit the wobble or keep it shuffle?
I mean, that's the MC, right?
Hmm?
That's the MC, right? So
DJ's an MC as well.
okay, okay. So I
It's
cut so
all it's all inclusive.
because now with today's music standard, Apple and everybody's giving you what to listen to, right? They kind of making it for you, and I think personally why a DJ is even more necessary is because, like you said, they can kind of read the environment. They can read
You
are
can
people
read,
tired? Do people need a
yeah,
break? And the playlist can't do that.
bro. No, definitely. Or keep it going. Why'd you change it?
Mm.
If you're in a club setting, why are you playing a headlining song at 9:30 p.m. when it's like three people there?
Okay, so let's start. Let me ask you this:
Uh-huh.
what makes a good DJ versus a bad DJ?
What makes a good DJ versus a bad DJ? I
Yeah, like what's like maybe a few identifying things
feel like
that's the
everybody's on
difference.
their own journey. But I
No, there's
I
bad DJs.
I'll
Come
say
on,
okay.
come on.
Okay. A good DJ, I know. No, a good DJ is one that oh, the thought escaped me.
Yeah, I'm leave you hanging on this one because I
I
want to
know.
know.
You wanna know? I know. It was a good one. It was a good one. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a
All right,
minute.
let's start with this.
Okay.
What makes a good DJ?
What
Let's
makes a
start
good
there. What makes a great DJ?
okay. What makes a great what makes a great DJ is one that's able to provide an experience. A great DJ is one that's able to make that girl that just got broken up or broken hearted by her dude a week ago and was in severe depression, crying her eyes out and not want to go out. Great DJ is going to make her forget about those problems for the next few hours.
Mm.
A great DJ is going to make you feel good about blowing that check on that bottle service. A
Well,
good
you're right. Hey, you're right about
a
that.
good DJ is going to inspire, it's going to inspire a bottle war, like a good DJ is going to make it is going to make it a moment in time that
Mm.
they'll never forget.
Wow. Um. So on the other side, what do you think makes a bad DJ?
Bad DJs, a bad DJ is one that's just in it for the money.
What you mean by that? Like, because they just show up to get a check, they're not playing good music, or
Yeah, like they don't really care. Like they don't care about it.
I mean, are there DJs out there that just don't? Yeah, I guess there are in any profession.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like that's the thing. Like even with podcasts, like people got into podcasts because it's a gold mine. I can get rich.
Right. Right.
Yeah, like I learned that just from hanging with you.
Because I'm thinking of the difference between Dead Mouse and the top of Steve
That's an
Aoki, right?
experience. Now
So
that
so like,
so
what makes them different from you? Like now, where you are and where they are, like what's the difference? What do you think the difference is between them and you?
if I'm being honest and transparent,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, the biggest difference is that they make their own music.
Hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So would you say because you don't make your own music, that's your downfall as a DJ?
It's not my downfall, but it's on the other side of that ceiling. I got to break through.
Huh. Okay. Now that makes sense because the DJs we know are considered DJs outside of like radio personalities, which I guess is that something that's synonymous with DJing as well. People automatically get radio personality when you tell them, or is the opposite way around?
Wait, repeat that.
Because like people on air are DJs,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're
On air
considered
DJs that
right. Is there a difference between what they do and what y'all do, and why is it both called DJs in that regard?
they're DJs because they're actual DJs in the radio station playing
Right,
music.
right.
Yeah. Now I do understand the sense. There's situations where it's not literal, turntables or CDJs where they are, playing it from a playlist, but it's a playlist that you've curated and you're playing it for your audience
Right.
to provide, an experience still.
Uh-huh.
It's just in a different capacity.
Okay. So we were saying like, what's the difference between you specifically and Steve Aoki? You said they all make their own music.
They make their own music. That's the difference. And I'm not saying that like it's not like a versus thing, but I'm saying like they make their own music and where I belong, that's the pathway that I gotta go.
To even be at that point. Because I
Mhm.
know, Steve, he started throwing cakes at people, and
See, I started throwing cakes at
right, and
people.
I feel like
Yeah.
that became, like you
His
said,
signature trademark. Yeah.
and that became the experience that people were coming to get. They want to get hit in the face with a cake.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you create a similar experience that's identifiable like that? And if so, like what is it?
Whew. Honestly, I would have to say the experience. The experience for me is having you come in and making you feel like no matter what age you're at, having you make it feel like you're active, like you're younger.
Mm.
Yeah. Take you back to the fun times.
What are some of the most difficult events you've had to DJ?
The most difficult
Yeah.
events. Hmm.
And like what made it difficult if it was?
I would probably say some of the most difficult events would be having to deal with technical issues on the
Okay, so
spot.
so 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 it's never really the people.
Nah, it's not really the
Okay.
people. I mean, because people are people.
Uh-huh.
People are people. And like a lot of people, like, I know like some DJs get sensitive that, oh, they weren't dancing, they were doing this, they weren't doing that. All right, I get it, change change the environment. If it's not to your liking, change the environment to your liking.
Okay, so I got a follow-up question because I really want to know this.
Hmm.
I actually kind of want to go back and forth because I want to hear if I give you a setting of a
Hmm.
type of party, could you give me two back-to-back songs that you would play based on the setting I give you?
Oh,
See what I'm
oh,
saying?
okay.
So uh So let's say if we were at a church event, what would be two songs you would play back to back?
Stomp and Revolution.
5-year-old birthday party.
Baby Shark. No, 5-year-old birthday party?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Baby Shark and man, we don't talk about Bruno.
Mm. Quinceañera.
Woo! Quinceañera, La Chona, and La Chona.
Bar mitzvah.
Woo! Bar mitzvah. Um,
I think I might got him, folks.
no. Mr. Worldwide. Anything him. Anything Pitbull.
Okay. So you two pit bulls. Okay.
Mr. Worldwide Pitbull.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Um uh business luncheon.
Business luncheon.
Mm.
A business luncheon
With white people.
with white people.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. A business luncheon with white people. Um, that's hard.
Yeah.
No,
I
like
got him.
no, not hard as in difficult, like hard as in dope. I'm like
Okay.
imagining that.
Two songs you would play back to back.
Two songs I'll play back to back. Um, hmm, a white business luncheon. I'm sorry. I got you. Don't stop believing.
Okay, that's good.
And Sweet Child of Mine. And it's a business luncheon, so it'll be low.
Okay.
It'll be low volume.
Last one. All right, two more.
By Guns N' Roses.
A brunch, Sunday brunch.
Sunday brunch.
Yeah, in LA.
Is it bottomless mimosas?
Yes.
Ooh. What time?
2 p.m.
It's 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's been going. Oh, and a bottomless brunch in LA.
Yeah.
So it's a party. Dang. Shoot, you can do that. Ooh, bring it back, Travis Porter, and the Chopper style.
Oh, those are two good ones. All right.
So, or you can go reggae, or you can go reggae on them. And do that. Get busy, Sean Paul to Lumity O.
Okay.
You can hit them with that. Yeah, you can hit them with some 1-2s.
Okay. All right. Last one. All women's conference.
All women's conference.
Yep.
Anything Beyonce.
That's it. Back to back.
Beyonce back to back.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. I just wanted to see how because I know like sometimes when you are curating experience, you're thinking about who's my crowd, what do they normally like, and I guess I gave those scenarios to kind of give an experience of like really just what goes on in your head. You're like, huh? You know what I mean? What do I have in my arsenal?
And it's funny because what goes into that, and this is something that for me that I'm committing to working on is being more organized. Because a lot of times in my sets, everything is freestyle. It's off the top of the head.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I don't remember my sets. I have like some I have like some signature blends and especially like from muscle memory. But a lot of stuff I just play in that moment. And that's what's so great about DJs because it's always an in the moment thing. And technology cannot replace in the moment. It needs time to buffer and process.
So I think when I asked you earlier what the difference is, I think that's even a better answer what you just gave me now.
Yeah. I just had to get there.
Yeah, right. Right. And that's why you hide it because you don't know what the future moment is going to bring. It needs to be decided at that moment.
At that moment, it's just based off of a feeling.
What do you think? What do you think? Let me ask you this: what do you think that the greatest challenge, or what is your greatest challenge, have been so far as a DJ?
As a DJ,
yeah,
the greatest challenge.
It could lead because would they have affecting your personal life, or just what challenges come with being a DJ?
Whew. It's definitely if you don't balance it right, definitely can have an impact on relationships. whether it's family, family, friends, dating, anything like that. It definitely has an effect on that just because of your typical hours. A lot of times it's the weekend, you know, and especially if DJing is the only thing that you're doing, and you say you're dating somebody that's, in a 9 to 5, you're free Monday through Friday. They're working Monday through Friday. Come time for the weekend, now it's time for you to, hit a gig, and they got, and it's no like personal time for y'all. Or y'all could have had plans, but then this wedding gig or this important gig or this, last minute gig popped up out of nowhere, and it's a gig that you need or depend on your circumstance, and you got to take it, and it, collides with what you had planned.
Has there been a time where you felt like you wanted to like quit or like maybe this DJing stuff is not it's not the way I need to go?
No. Mm-mm. No.
Just always felt like this
Just
was it
no. It's
when
always
you decided.
it's always felt like, yeah, like DJing or just yeah, DJing anything music related. Because it started off as being fun, and it's like one is like the most consistent thing that I've done and have like committed to.
Hmm. Where I guess when you see yourself as a success, like what does it look like for you when you see yourself like, oh, I've made it? Like what is it gonna take for you to feel like, oh, I've made it?
That I've made it.
Yeah, like we're kind of all like striving for
So
somewhere,
yeah.
like a point.
Um, no, that's the thing. I always feel like that always gets that always gets pushed. Um, because there's been different points in my DJ career where I felt like I've made it, and then I was like, okay, what's the next goal? What's the next accomplishment? And so, with tour life, this was a I made a moment for me because this was a big goal for me to start touring.
Yeah, and now I mean, not just California, but also in different states a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
moving
been
around.
yeah, I've been to like Arizona, Illinois, Connecticut. Um,
And I know that was one of your biggest goals, but now that you've accomplished that,
mhm.
outside of being able to make your own music, what is your do you have a greatest goal?
I do actually. I do plan to DJ at festivals. The ultimate goal would be to perform, DJ wise, perform music that I've made versus just spinning other people's records.
What do you think slowing you down from doing that?
I'm just getting my honestly, it's just me getting I get in my own way.
Don't we all?
Yeah,
Don't we all?
that's really all that is. Like I get in my own way. Um, I'll catch a groove, everything's going right. Next thing you know, got a hiccup, then boom, everything, halts or, comes tumbling down. However, I have been very, very consistent on my social media.
Yeah, you have.
And that has been a real like big, big, big moment for me.
I can imagine being like a revelation. You know what I mean? At certain, because
Yes.
like yeah, now
Yeah.
and I'm sure it's gotten you gigs and attention and
It has.
beyond.
It has. It has. It actually has caused me to have like a laundry list of things to get to. And it's just crazy how all of that is happening while I'm touring. And so right now, because even though like there's people that I do need to get back to. Um, right now I'm balancing tour life and then everything outside of that. Because
Right.
prior to touring, I've done currently doing a lot of private events and gigs as well. And then also, a lot of that, comes from, me being out, meeting people, talking to people, things of that nature.
Right.
Um, and so yeah, just balancing both, honestly, because woo, after touring, I just want to relax,
Yeah, I ain't, bro.
lay
It's
down,
man. Look, I go for
sleep.
2 days. I be ready. Like I'm tired,
Oh my
so I
gosh,
understand.
bro! Monday through Friday, two
It's
schools
it's
a
work.
two
It's
s-
work
wait,
now.
two schools a day, two shows per school. What? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's work now.
That's 4 performances a day. That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. That is hard.
Now you really
And
thinking about it.
nah, because what's wild is that like everything that I go through or that I've gone through, I will want to do it for this.
There's reason right here.
Huh?
So I said, you said for the moment you've arrived at now.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't go through this or would want to go through the same like, trials and tribulations for like, working, being respectful, of course. But for me, just a 9 to 5, I just not for me.
No, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
It's
It's
not for
just,
me.
I mean, you still really working 9 to 5, but
Nah, no.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
know, right?
yeah, like, because
But
by the time you fit, you start, and by
yeah,
the time you're done, I'm sure it's 9 a.m.
bro.
Or at least whatever, 8 to 3,
Oh,
whatever. You know what
bro,
I mean? So
I've done it.
yeah,
I've done it, bro.
right.
I had the I had the research analyst position, working, taking meetings,
No, it's a lot.
like balancing, balancing that and touring. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine. Um,
Good times though. It was great times. I enjoyed every bit of it.
well, you have to. I mean, I think right now is all that you have. There's no
Hmm.
future, there's no past, so you got to make the moment right now the best it can be.
Right.
Um, Last question I got for you, man. I like to ask a question all the time. If you could leave a message for your friends and family to remember you by, what would it be?
I love you.
That was actually one of the best and one of the shortest of all time. You know what I mean? Nice, man. Well,
Yep.
hey, like I said, I definitely appreciate you coming, sharing some light, on what you do, who you are, and like I said, congratulations to you, bro.
Whew.
I literally got to, been able to grow and watch you ascend so much
Likewise.
uh of your journey, man, to get to everything that you said you wanted, you literally have gotten,
Yeah.
So it's only, I guess that's tried to tell you to keep doing, keep saying what you want because you keep getting there. So
Oh, the manifestation is really real.
yeah, man. And for the people who don't know, man, you can hold that book that we was reading prior to this.
Yes.
So far, you've only went through like 6 of the laws, 7 of the
Oh,
laws.
no, we're on law 26.
Yeah, what's
Keep your hands clean. You must seem a paragon of civility and efficiency. Your hands are never soiled by mistakes and nasty deeds. Maintain such a spotless appearance by using others as scapegoats and cat's paws to disguise your involvement.
do you have it now? We've been reading these laws all day. Is there a particular one that you read so far that you like the most? Just before we get out of here.
Whew, that I like the most.
Yeah, we didn't read 26 of them, but I don't know if one like really stuck out to you among the rest.
Oh, I'll probably say the recreate yourself.
Law number 25.
Yeah.
Man, go ahead and go ahead and read that one to him so we can get up out of here,
Let's
man. We
do
got
it.
yeah, go ahead,
All
and
right.
give him some sauce, man.
Law 25. And fun fact, 25 is my favorite number.
All right.
Recreate yourself. Do not accept the roles that society foists on you. Recreate yourself by forging a new identity, one that commands attention and never bores the audience. Be the master of your own image rather than letting others define it for you. Incorporate dramatic devices into your public gestures and actions. Your power will be enhanced and your character will seem larger than life.
Boom. There it is. Law 25, 40
Whoop,
laws of power.
there it is.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. And like I said, man, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll keep giving y'all some more LA legends and the interview, LA
Yeah.
edition. Here we go.